Magandang gabi sa ating lahat. Ako po si Ginoong Blandamir Escaritan. Ito po ay para sa mga estudyante ng San Mateo Municipal College, BED students na may kinalaman sa the teaching profession. So, we will start our discussion for today, my beloved students, about the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Yan. So, para daw maging isang mabuti kang Pilipinong guro, no? The Filipino teacher, kailangan malaman mo muna, isa sa mga dapat mong malaman ay ang Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. So, paano? Dito ipapakita kung ano ba yung dapat na gawin ng isang guro patungkol sa mga estudyante, patungkol sa mga kasama niyang guro, patungkol sa kanyang sa komunidad, patungkol sa kanyang higher-ups, yung mga nakakataas sa kanya. Yan. Dapat malaman ito ng isang pre-service teacher o nag-aaral maging isang guro. Kailangan malaman niyo ito. So, hindi ito dapat pinapalagpas. Dahil may mga actions kayong pwedeng magawa na hindi pala tama ang ginagawa nyo. No? Hindi pwedeng sabihin na hindi ko po kasi alam na hindi pwede yan. So, dapat malaman ninyo talaga kung ano ba ang Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. So, ethics, dahil kailangan mong sundin ito kahit labag sa iyong personal na pananaw. Yan. So, let's start our discussion. So, ano ba yung basihan, no? Para mabuo yung Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. So, pursuant to the provisions of paragraph E, Article 11 of RA number 7836, otherwise known as the Philippine Professionalization Act of 1994, and paragraph A, section 6 of Presidential Decree number 223 as amended, the Board of Professional Teachers hereby adopt the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. So makikita niyo raw sa Article 11 ng Republic Act 7836, no, ang mga batayan. Pati na rin sa paragraph A, section 6 ng Presidential Decree. So para sa mga nalilito, magkaparehas lang yung RA at saka PD. I mean, parehas siyang batas. Kaso itong Presidential Decree, usually nangyari ito nung martial law, nung panahon ni Marcos, na parang sa Tagalog yan, atas ng Pangulo. So, unlike ngayon kasi, the President will only sign the law. Pero dati, Presidente mismo ang gumagawa. So, sa 7836, Philippines Professionalization Act of 1994, at PD number 223, yan. Natandaan niyo po yan, ha? Kasama yan usually sa mga, sa board exam. Natatanong yan madalas. So, lahat ng mga code, laging may preamble yan. So, this is the preamble. So, the preamble is basically the summary of that particular code or sa Constitution, yan din, the summary of the Constitution. Pero sa pagkakataong ito, this is the summary of the code. Yan. So, liitan ko lang yung camera ko para makita nyo, ha. Yan. So, this is the preamble. Teachers are duly licensed professionals who possesses dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of their noble profession. They strictly adhere to, observe, and practice this set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. So, yan. Licensed professionals who possess dignity and reputations with high moral values. So, license na nakalagay dyan. So, sir, paano yung mga hindi license? Siyempre, kailangan pa rin nilang sundin yan. Pero hindi pa talaga sila Kung hindi man sila license, walang problema doon. Ang tawag sa kanila ay mga para-teachers. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na na hindi nila susundin ang Code of Ethics. Yan. So, yun nga, no? May ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. So, ang pinagkaiba ng ethics saka sa morality ganito. Yung ethics, katulad nito, no? Code of Ethics, no? Whether you like it or not, you have to follow this. Pero sa moral principles, you have your own discernment, what is right and what is wrong. So, hindi lang basta kung ano yung tama para sa sarili mo, dapat meron kang ganun, moral principles. So, punta na po tayo sa unang article, Article 1, Scope and Limitation. So, ano ba yung nasasakop at ang limitasyon daw ng batas na ito? So, lakihan ko po ng konti yung camera para makita niyo ako. Yan. So, the Philippine Constitution provides that all educational institutions shall offer quality education for all competent teachers committed of its full realization. So, the provision of this code shall apply. Therefore, to all teachers in schools in the Philippines. So, kasama ba rito yung mga license lang? Siyempre, hindi. Lahat daw ng teachers sa mga eskwelahan sa Pilipinas. So, this code covers all public and private school teachers in all educational institutions at the preschool, primary, elementary, and secondary levels, whether academic, vocational, special, technical, or non-formal. O, tatandaan niya na, primary, no? Kasama daw lahat dito, no? Sa code na to, yung lahat ng public and private school mula sa preschool, yung mga kinder, prep, primary, no? Grades 1, 2, 3, yan. Elementary, yan. 4, 5, 6, and secondary levels. Ngayon, kasama na yung senior high school, whether it's academic, no? Yung formal education, vocational, siyempre yung parang sa TESDA, special, technical, or non-formal. O, tatandaan niya na. So, the term teacher shall include industrial arts or vocational teachers and all other persons performing supervisory and or administrative functions in all schools at the aforesaid levels, whether in full-time or part-time basis. Yan. Kasama dyan siyempre yung mga principal. Kaya nga ang principal sa Tagalog, tinatawag siya na punong guro. Yan. So, yun yung sakop ng batas na ito, ng kodigo na to. So, let's proceed to the Article 2. The teacher and the state. So, section number 1, the schools are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. Each teacher is a trustee of the cultural and educational heritage of the nation and is under obligation to transmit to learners such heritage as well as to elevate national morality, promote national pride, cultivate love of country, instill allegiance to the Constitution, and for all duly constituted authorities, and promote obedience to the laws of the state. Yan. So, kaya nga, ganito, para mas madaling ipaliwanag, basahin na ito. Yan. Panatang Makabayan, iniibig ko ang Pilipinas, aking lupang sinilangan, tahanan ng aking lahi, kinukupkup ako at tinutulungang maging malakas, masipag at marangal. Dahil mahal ko ang Pilipinas, diringgin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang, susundin ko ang tuntunin ng paaralan, tutuparin ko ang tungkulin ng mamamayang makabayan, naglilingkod, nag-aaral at nananalangin ng buong katapatan. Iaalay ko ang aking buhay, pangarap sa bansang Pilipinas. So dun pa lang sa part na yon, no? Yung kaya natin pinaparecite yung Panatang Makabayan to instill this particular aspect in section 1. Yan, no? Pag binasa nyo yan, post nyo yan, tapos basahin nyo to ulit, yung panatang makabayan. Ganun lang yun. Tapos, siyempre, bakit pinapakanta sa ating pambansang awit? Dahil nandun din yung mga kailangan nating gawin bilang isang mamamayang Pilipino. At ang eskwelahan, the school, is are the nurseries of the future citizens of the state. Yan. So, tayo, ang kailangan natin gawin, mga guro, kayo, mga pre-service teachers, i-instill nyo sa mag-aaral, hindi lang yung pagmamahal sa bayan, no? Pati pagmamahal pagmamahal sa magulang, ganyan. Kaya nga yung ating yung sa conduct, 'di ba? Maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan, makabansa ata yung isa. Yun yung dapat kasing ma-instill sa mga bata. Inuutusan tayo, no? Nananawagan ang Code of Ethics sa atin na gawin natin yun. So, every teacher or school official shall actively help carry out the declared policies of the state and shall take an oath to this effect. Yan. No, kailangan daw, Kailangan daw tuparin ng mga teachers ang polisiya ng pamahalaan. Sa Section 3 naman, in the interest of the state and of the Filipino people, as much as of his own, every teacher shall be physically, mentally, and moral fit. Yan. So, yun lang isa sa mga magagawa natin. Kailangan, syempre, masigla tayo, no? Sound mind and body. Not only sound mind and body, we must also morally fit. So, dapat mabuti yung ginagawa natin. Kuha nyo? Lalo na sa harap ng mga mag-aaral. Well, hindi naman natin laging magagawa na laging maging mabuti. Pero at least, sa harap ng mag-aaral, we should be the role model. Section 4, every teacher shall possess and actualize a full commitment and devotion to duty. Kailangan daw, devoted tayo sa duty natin bilang mga guro ng bansang ito. Section 5, a teacher shall not engage in the promotion of any political, religious, or other partisan interest, and shall not directly or indirectly solicit, require, collect, or receive any money or service or other valuable material from any person or entity for such purposes. Yan. So, ang mga teacher, they must not promote any political or partisan interest. Sir, bakit yung mga teacher na nagpo-post sa social media? Yun, talagang ipinapakita nila yung suporta nila. So, well, ginawa nila yun sa social media platform. That means, they are speaking on their personal behalf. Pero, when you wear your uniform, your teacher's uniform, and declare a political and religious stance, doon magkakaroon ng problema. Yun yun. Kasi, hindi mo sinusunod ang yung code of ethics ng professional teacher. So, siyempre, siyempre may mga teachers din naman na lumalabag tungkol dito. Hindi naman mawawala yan. Diba? Hindi mawawala yan. Yung mga ganyang klaseng paglabag. Pero at least, meron tayong batayan na sinusunod kung ano ang dapat nating sabihin when it comes to political or religious interest. Section 6, every teacher shall vote and shall exercise all other constitutional rights and responsibility. Dati may pinagalitan akong may teacher kasi na nag-post, no? Sabi niya, kung karapatan mo ang bumoto, karapatan mo rin ang hindi bumoto. That is wrong. Because the suffrage is not only a right, it is also a privilege, and at the same time, it is also a responsibility for voting individuals in our country. Siguro hindi lang sa bansa natin. Bumoto. At lahat ng constitutional rights and responsibility. Yan. So, kung babasahin niyo yung konstitusyon, di ba? Kung, halimbawa, yung Bill of Rights sa Article 3, yun. Dapat i-exercise natin yun bilang mga guro. Yan. Basta, huwag kayong magpo-post sa susunod na bilang teacher, bilang isang tao, karapatan ko rin hindi bumoto. Though, that's baloney. Okay nyo? Number 7, a teacher shall not use his position or facial authority or influence to coerce on any other people to follow any political course of action. Yan. So, wag mong bawa, utusan mo yung klase mo, boto nyo to pag di nyo binoto to, babagsak ko kayo. Actually, mayroong ganitong kaso sa isang college na kung saan ang presidente ng kanilang kolehiyo ay parang pinahihiwatigan ang kanilang mga estudyante na iboto ang isang certain na candidate. Yan. So, nagkaroon ng problema, at nagkaroon ng problema ang guro na yon. Hindi ko alam kung ano na nangyari sa kanya pagkatapos. Pero most likely, baka na-suspend siya. Kaya nga hindi dapat talaga natin ginagamit ang ating posisyon bilang guro para manakot o mag-impluwensya ng mga tao para bumoto sa kung sino mang gusto nating iboto personally. Section 8, every teacher shall enjoy academic freedom and shall have privilege of expounding the product of his researches and investigations, provided that if the results are inimical to the declared policies of the state, they shall be brought to the proper authorities for appropriate remedial action. Ibig sabihin na ito, bawa, yung teacher may academic freedom, pwede na ituro yung any topics na pwede niyang ituro. No, pwedeng isingit niya yung mga bagay na pwede niyang isingit. Di ba? Pero kung halimbawa, may mga discussions ka, tapos yung position mo, inimical, ibig sabihin, nakakasakit, mapanakit sa polisiya ng Estado, so, maaari kang dalhin sa authority. Pwedeng, ang sabi nga dyan, remedial action. Siguro, hindi ka muna parurusahan, pero bibigyan ka ng remedial actions. Siguro, baka pwedeng verbal warning or written warning, some sort like that, no? Pero, the important thing is, we have an academic freedom, but of course, we must also be wary of our freedom. No? Be cautious of our freedom. Kasi kapag nasobrahan, ring makasakit sa Estado. So, punta naman tayo sa the teacher and the community. Yan. So, a teacher is a facilitator of learning and of the development of the youth. He shall therefore render the best services by providing an environment conducive to such learning and growth. Yan. Facilitator tayo ng learning. So, 21st century, na nga tayo? We are the facilitators of learning na hindi lang tayo nag-spoon feed, no? Render best services by providing an environment conducive. So, ibig sabihin ng conducive, healthy siya. Yung environment na gagawin mo, yung classroom na gagawin mo, healthy siya for learning. Yan. And growth ng mga mag-aaral. Every teacher shall provide leadership and initiative to actively participate in community movements for moral, social, educational, economic, and civic betterment. Actually, may mga ganyang teachers, yung ibang mga teachers, active sa Red Cross, sa mga ibang mga NGOs o non-government organizations, they are active about that. Kaya nga, minsan yung iba nga talagang minsan pati politika na no? Pati yung mga pinaglalaban nila sa loob ng paaralan. So, pinaglalaban din nila yan. O, kumbaga, ibang teacher, yung ibang kaguruan, ipinaglalaban yan sa kalsada. Para daw magkaroon ng economic, social, moral, educational, and civic betterment. Section 3, every teacher shall maintain an interest in community affairs and shall be active participant in such activities. Yan, ganyan daw si teacher dapat, no? Yan, pero depende pa rin, ano? Usually, hindi ako personally kabilang sa ilang mga community, no? Homeowners, no? Pero I still give my input kung ano yung dapat na gawin. Kasi bilang teacher, mas may alam ka, no? Malaki ang chance na mas may alam ka when it comes to community kaysa sa ibang mga taong nakapaligid sa iyo. Hindi ko sinabing most of the time, but there are chances na may alam ka, na mas ikaw ang may alam para mapaunlad ang komunidad na yon. Section 4, every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition for which he or she shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain from such activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. O yan Yan, nasa community ka, baka naman nababalita ka na, chichismis ka na, no, ikaw teacher ka, tapos may karelasyon kang parent o teacher, di ba? Nako, delikado yon. Yan, illicit relation. Teacher ka, pero nababalita, naglalasing ka. More, yung worst pa, halimbawa, nagdodroga ka. Yan, dapat hindi manggaling sa atin yan. Oo, may mga ganyan, pero hindi tayo dapat, mga guro, ang dapat na manguna sa ganyang mga klase ng eksese sa buhay. Mataas ang moral standards ng mga teachers. Tandaan nyo yan. Kaya kayo, kung nagsisigarilyo pa rin kayo, tigil nyo na yan. No? Kung kayo nagsusugal at addicted kayo sa sugal, itigil nyo na yan. Umiinom ng malala, itigil na yan. Nagwawalwal. Lalo na't kung balak nyong mag-teacher. Diba? Every teacher shall live for and with the community and shall therefore study and understand local customs and traditions in order to have a sympathetic attitude, thereby refraining from disparaging the community. Yan. Live for and with the community. Yan. Understand local customs and traditions. Yan, para magkaroon ng sympathetic attitude. Kasi nga naman, if you cannot understand the community, di ba? How are you going to tawag dito, to educate, di ba? Mamaya yung sasabihin mo sa kanila, hindi pala tama para sa kanilang kultura, hindi pala tama para sa kanilang relihiyon. No? Maaaring makagulo ko pa sa lipunang kinagagalawan mo. Kailangan maging sympathetic, magkaroon ng sympathetic attitude. Every teacher is intellectually and morally obliged to raise professional standards and improve the quality of human life. Yan. Yan. Professional standards, improve the quality of the human life, lalo na sa komunidad na kanyang kinagagalawan. Morally obliged. No? Dapat tama lang na tayo ang nagtataas ng kalidad, no? Ng professional standard, no? Kalidad ng professional standard at quality of human life. Every teacher, Section 7, shall help the school keep the people in the community informed about the school works and accomplishments as well as its needs and problems, no? Nga sa mga public school, no? By the way, ang aking mother's school ay private school, no? Yun nga, sa mga private school, bago magpasukan, nagkakaroon ng tinatawag na brigada eskwela, no? Kasi kailangan nila yun eh. Kasi the national government naman don't have enough funds to properly maintain each classrooms, buildings, loans, something like that. So, most of the time, the school head, are calling for Brigada Eskwela to ask parents and other stakeholders to help. No? Yun na lang ang pinakamagandang magagawa. And most of the time, the community always respond positively because they know that this kind of Brigada Eskwela will really help their kids or to become better students, no? By having a conducive classroom. Makikinabang din yung mga anak nila. Yung iba nagdo-donate pa, something like that. So, the teacher in the profession, Section 1, every teacher shall actively help ensure that teaching is the noblest profession and shall manifest genuine enthusiasm and pride in the nobility of the teaching profession. So every teacher shall uphold the highest possible standard of quality education, make the best preparation for the career of teaching, and be at his or her best at all times in the practice of the profession. So yon. Ulitin natin yung section 1, no? Help ensure that teaching is the noblest profession. Yan, kailangan talaga wholehearted tayo kapag nagtuturo tayo. Kasi pag half-hearted tayo, that means we are demotivated to teach. And since we are demotivated to teach, we are not preparing enough good lessons. No, we are not motivated to prepare good lessons for the students. Or if you prepare good lessons, hanggang dun lang, no? Walang deepening, something like that. Ipakita natin yung enthusiasm. Kailangan tayo ng mga mag-aaral natin. Section 2, every teacher shall uphold the highest possible standards of quality education. Make the best preparation for the career of teaching. And be at his best. Yan. So, uphold the highest possible standard. So, talagang gagawin nyo ang lahat. No? Preparation for the career of teaching. Kaya mag-aaral kayong maigi. Sa ngayon, yun lang ang magagawa nyo. Mag-aaral kayong maigi. Yun lang. Ganun na kasimple. Panoorin nyo itong mga ina-upload kong videos para sa inyo. Para pwede nyo panoorin ng paulit-ulit. Para tumimo sa mga isipan nyo na kailangan nyo ito bilang mga guro, future teachers, mga pre-service teachers. Every teacher shall participate in the continuing professional education program of the Professional Regulation Commission and shall pursue such other studies as will improve efficiency, enhance prestige, and strengthen competence. So, attend seminars. No? Yun yan. Yun yung mga tinatawag na yung CPD ata. Yan. Yung continuing professional program. Mag-aral din kayo, masters. Hanggat maaari, pagkapasa nyo ng LET, ng Licensure Examination for Teachers, mag-masters na kayo agad. Because time will come para sa akin, time will come na yung mga masters, mga teachers na lang na may masters ang tatanggapin sa public schools. Actually, nagsisimula na nga sila sa senior high. No? Kailangan, at least may masters ka. Pero hindi naman palagi, no? Pero at least, kapag may masters ka sa senior high, may edge ka. Yan. Kasi importante yan. Mas mataas ang pag-aaral mo, mas marami kang pagkatuto. Mas magiging effective and efficient teacher ka. Yan, tatandaan yan. So, every teacher shall possess and actualize full commitment and devotion to duty. Self-explanation. Hindi ko na kailangan na-explain, Number 5, a teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God as a guide and inspiration in the practice of the profession. Kaya nga dapat, pag simula ng klase, we pray. Magdasal tayo. Kailangan natin ng guide ng Panginoon. Ganun na kasimple. Kung ano man ang pinaniniwalaan mong relihiyon, basta kailangan mo ng guidance nila. So, I think we should stop here muna sa Article 4 no, para mas madali ang pagpoproseso. I will also send the link, I will also create another video for Article 5 and the subsequent articles. Yan. Para hindi kayo masyadong maano, no? Kailangan nating proseso kasi dito magbibigay ako ng mga series of questions sa articles 1 to 4. Okay? So, maraming salamat, no? And wait for the second to third part of this video lesson. So, maraming salamat po sa ating lahat. God bless you always. Paalam.